Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You have tuned in to the 2026 Waste Management Open in North Scottsdale, Arizona, just off of 101 and Highway 51. Right now, we have Hideki Matsuyama, minus 10. He tees off at 135. And Ryo is minus 11, tees off at 135 as well. Those are our paired groups here. We do have quite a bit going on today. A lot of birdies, a lot of eagles, a lot of pars, and a few bogeys. If I were playing, we'd have a lot more bogeys and a lot more ostriches. If you don't know what an ostrich is, it's when you want to hide your head in the sand because your ball is always in the sand trap. Co-hosting with me today is the guy sitting next to me.
That would be me. Where we have Scheffler at 4 under.
Scheffler at 4 under. He actually was 2 over after Thursday, and he went ahead and shot a 6 under yesterday, which was impressive. He ended with a birdie, and then he does tee off here in a little bit today, and looking for a great round from him. And just so you know, if you are watching, we are announcing names today. So we have Ryo, we have Matsuyama, we have Cootie, we have Goddard, we have Rory McIlroy, who's absent. Tiger Woods is also not playing. And Jack Nicholson is at home probably watching as well. So hello, Jack.
And Bryson DeChambeau is probably doing something for YouTube.
Bryson is actually right now, he is, last I saw, he was 8 under at the Live Golf Tournament. And I think their 4th round was this morning. They played at night in Europe or whatever under the lights. It was kind of neat to watch. But the Crushers were not the top, they were not the top team. The Crushers were not, so they were kind of getting beat. But Bryson did look pretty good. And he'll probably get home in a couple hours and probably shoot a YouTube video. Yeah, probably true. On a side note, today we've got the Ames Flyers, Bantam team, and I don't know if you can see it on the TV or not, but we are orange, so we are Bantam orange, playing against Waterloo. On the scoreboard, it is woohoo!
What do you think that the Ames Flyers need to dominate this game today?
You know, I think if we come out and play like we did the last 2 games of the last tournament, we made some really good passing last tournament, and we really come together as a team. So I'm really hoping to see the same thing today and get some shots on goal. I think we've got a good shot. We have played Waterloo before, and I believe they ended up beating us or tied. I can't recall, but it was a very close game. So I think today we've got a couple of close ones, but I think if we come out strong, we're going to do just fine as long as we are our teammates. We pass the puck, we get up the ice, we get back on D, and play as a team. I think that's the biggest key on today's game, and we'll see what happens.
I think we just need to really trust our teammates. I don't trust much in my life. One thing I do trust, though, duct tape. Duct tape has held my truck together, and I think it really can solidify a team.
If duct tape can hold together rust, everything is good. All right, so starting off today, we've got Riker at center. Owen's going to be on the left wing. Brooklyn on the right wing. And we've got Levi back on defense as well as Sean. And puck comes back and get it out of the zone here. And we have enough sides there. Weehoo is trying to regroup there, and lost the puck and we got it in our offensive zone, but we had an offsides.
On a side note, Joe Hicksmith tees off and gets a par on hole 1.
And we send it back into our offensive zone, and Weehoo goes ahead and gets it out, and they're taking up the ice down the right wing, but does get stopped over there by Brooklyn. And we're taking it up the ice, put it back in the zone behind the net. Riker chasing it down, comes back to Sean. Sean's going to take a shot towards the goal there. A little left of the zone, and Levi decides to swing and miss. But there is an icing call, so we bring it all the way back down. We do make a little bit of a line change. Abby comes in, Rye comes in. Brooklyn's going to stay. And defensively, we've got Evan coming in and Bo.
Pretty much.
On the face-off, Weehoo does win it, and they're taking up the ice, and good stop there by Evan, putting his stick in the way there. And coming back down behind the net, we're trying to get it out of the zone, and we do so. Bo gets it out, nice shot by him, and then Brooklyn takes it up, or Abby. Takes a shot on goal, does get a block by their goalie, but a good shot on goal there. Evan sends it back down deep in our zone, and Weehoo's trying to get it back out, and they do so. And it's all the way back, and Bo takes it up over to Rye. Rye's going to take it down the ice, getting slapped around a little bit down there, but keeps it going, and behind our own zone, great pass right there to the middle, just couldn't handle it. Trevor is the one middling in there. Abby comes out and Gerald steps in.
Correction, Brooklyn comes out.
Brooklyn comes out. Gerald comes in. Colt's back in there defensively. Kinnick goes ahead and lets him know that his shoulder's bigger than his. And sends it deep in the zone. Alcorn down the ice now for Rye. Colt holding the blue line as we keep it in there. Trevor makes a good pass towards the middle. Trevor tries to make a pass towards the middle. Nobody there. Kind of gets knocked out by Weehoo. Weehoo shoots up the ice. There's going to be no icing as he has crossed the red line and tried to make a pass towards the middle, but we did a great job defensively getting it back out of the zone there. And shot from their right defensive guy, misses wide. And here we go, got a little bit of a breakaway. Gerald takes it down and sends it deep in our zone.
Defensive switches.
Uh-huh.
Defensive switches.
Yeah. Defensively made a change here. Levi comes in. Sean comes in. Sean holding the blue line on that side, but has to get back. And must be slick out there again today. Kid trips.
They really got to get that fixed.
Pass it back to the ice. Owen's going to be chasing it down. Back across the ice. Sean's trying to make it look competitive down there. They do send it down deep in their zone. Levi tries to knock it back out. Over to Alcorn. And shot on goal. Dom makes a great stop. Back in the zone again, trying to make another shot. Levi knocks it loose. And we do get out of the zone as Weehoo's trying to regroup. Weehoo tries to regroup. Owen makes a great stick, puck, hit, thingy. Makes that stop. Kinnick gets back on the ice here. Bo gets back on the ice. Kinnick's going to go ahead and skate this one up, it looks like. And we'll see what Kinnick does here. He's doing a little schooly doodly doo. Takes a shot on goal. Good stop by the goalie. Weehoo makes trying to pass it up the ice. We get it passed back out. Bo makes tries to get it out of the zone. They do come in. Kinnick attacks, and Weehoo trying to make a shot on goal. Kinnick goes back in there and swings it like he's a baseball player, which he's not. Comes back out. Bo trying to kick it back out. Back towards the middle. Great job by Riker getting that puck out of the zone. I almost said ball. Getting that puck out of the zone. Kinnick comes off the ice for, it looks like, Braun. So Braun will step in for Kinnick. Levi's back on the ice for Bo. Rye's back in the center position.
Good pass.
And Levi's trying to get a shot, and good shot on goal. Owen is also back in there. Rye. Brooklyn. Larson is now back on the ice for Owen. And trying to make a pass out of the zone, and Abby gets in there. And we get Rye's going to get a shot on goal here. Gets a good look at the shot. Good stop by the goalie. I already don't like the goalie for them. Not going to lie.
You know, if you say weehoo 5 times fast, sounds like you're in Chicago. Folks, try it at home.
All at once now. 1, 2, 3. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee. All right, here we go. Rye at center. Abby on the left wing. We've got Evan back on the defensive end on the left side. And Evan's going to attack here. Coming up the ice, they do get a good look. Dom makes a good stop there. Dom gets a stop, gets it out. Evan gets it up the ice, and Ryan is chasing it down to get it before icing. And there will be no icing as weehoo. Hits it before, so we're going to have to regroup here out of the zone.
Good
we are going to
pass.
make a change here. Rye is going to come out. And coming in for Rye is Alcorn. Also, we've got Levi coming in for Evan. And we've got Ashlock coming in for the other defender.
Yeah.
So we got it down underneath, behind our net, offensive net. Weehu's trying to get it out. They do so, and they do have a one-on-one situation here with Levi. Levi does miss it there. Coming in, Trevor makes a great job coming in and knocking that puck loose.
Great fake from Levi there.
And Alcorn somehow doesn't get a penalty for just shoving a kid down, but we'll take it. Coming up the ice is Trevor. Trevor makes a great pass back to Alcorn. Alcorn makes a shot just a bit high, trying to make a pass right back to the middle. Couldn't make it happen. Levi gets in it, tries to make the shot back. And there we go! We get a shot on goal! And not just a shot on goal, that is a goal. I'm sorry, Hayden, you were saying something. Go ahead.
Goal.
Trevor with the goal on the, I don't know what these hockey players call it. We're going to call it the high stinking cheese up high in the net.
I think it is referred to as top shelf.
Okay, we'll go with that. All right, Riker at center. Coming out, Owen at the left wing. Brooklyn back at the right wing. We got Braun on the left defensive. Kinnick on the right defensive. Kinnick's trying to attack. And Weehoo knocks it down into their zone. Doing an excellent job there. Kinnick comes back around. Trying to get it out, but doesn't know what to do with it. Now he does get it out and out of the zone. So Weehoo has to try to regroup. They do knock it across the ice where there's nobody at. And Weehoo knocks it down. Cole gets in the way. Comes down to Kinnick behind the net. Kinnick's going to go ahead and knock it back up the boards. Another great stop by Dom there. Cole gets it back up the boards. And we got a little battle here in the corner. Weehoo keeps it in their offensive zone. Kinnick knocks it around to the opposite side. He does get it out of the zone. We've got a couple chasing down. Brooklyn's chasing it down and trying to get to it before Weehoo does. Owen makes a shot towards the goal, towards the net. And holding the blue line now is Evan. Brooklyn tries to get it towards the middle. Rye's going to be in there. Owen takes a shot off the crossbar. And we're going to have an icing here. Owen had an excellent shot at the goal, and he decided to do what the Bears did a few years ago and hit the uprights, and no good. Scotty Scheffler is at 4 under at the moment.
Through 4.
Through 4 holes. I think he's got a shot right now. He drove it about 302. Weehoo takes it back up the ice. They do have numbers against Evan here. They do take a shot. Dom knocks it out. They do center it back up, and we do knock it out of the net there, out of the goal. And we got Abby chasing down. We got Brooklyn taking a shot. Alcorn's back on the ice. We got Levi Wickware, and on the other defensive side, we got Bo. Levi tries to center it towards the net. Abby gets back in there. Alcorn's going to get it, gets a close look at the goal. Doesn't quite get the shot off. And they make a great pass up the ice. Sean's got to kind of bust a little bit, maybe come down. But another great stop by Dom.
That's why he's sponsored by everybody right there.
Yes. If you want to know who Dom is sponsored by, it's McDonald's, Hy-Vee, Home Depot, Papa John's, I Smile, American Jobs, Mediacom Mobile, ABR Cleaning Services, U.S. Cellular, also U.S. Cellular. Alcorn back at center here. And he knocks it out, gets back out to the defensive side. They do knock it in, try to knock it in. We knocked it out of the zone. Dom did another great stop. Coming up the ice here, we've got Trevor trying to make a pass. Just gets knocked out. Levi attacks. Levi let the kid know that he was a little bit bigger than him. Weehoo takes a shot from the blue line. Dom, another great stop, knocks it over to the right corner.
Sean's getting scrappy over there.
Sean is getting scrappy.
We like to see it.
All right, so here we go. We got Trevor coming up the ice. Trailing right behind him is Maddox. Weehoo gets it out. They do cross the blue line into their own zone. Kinnick does a great job of making a stop. Kinnick's probably going to just skate this on up here. Weehoo does a good job of getting that out of their zone. Kinnick stays on offense. As Maddox does a great job staying back on defense there, covering for Kinnick. Colt gets involved, makes a little stop. Good job getting out of there and slips on the ice. And we do get it out of the zone. We're going to make a change here. So we got Riker coming back in. We got Rye coming back in for Gerald. So right now we've got Owen, Rye, Kinnick.
Owen Zebra takes a fall.
Colt, icing.
You know, sometimes I feel like we're putting our hands over our eyes and asking why we can't see. You know, we just need to get it in the goal to score more than the other team in simpler terms.
That would be wise. So we got Bo, Rye, Riker, Owen, and Bo. I already said Bo.
Oh.
Evan.
Oh, Bo's out there.
Evan. And we keep it out of their zone. Owen's going to go ahead and try to get this one in. He's going to skate it himself. Great move right there. And Owen's going to get a shot on goal. He's going to, tries to make a great move. Just miss it. Just out of the zone. We're going to try it Michigan here.
Oh, my.
Actually, a great pass right there. Just missed where we needed to go. Coming back, Evan gets back there. Tosses it up to Riker. Riker tosses it up to the other kid in orange. And we got it down there. Ryan's going to be on the right side of the zone. He tries to pass it to the middle. We're going to get a shot here, it looks like, from Bo. Bo makes a great shot on goal. I think he just actually hit the defenseman on their team. And we do keep it in the zone. Great job by Evan there. Keep it in the zone. All right, you text me. And Weehoo's going to set it up the ice and go ahead and get a icing.
I mean, what a game so far.
Yeah, I think we've been playing that pretty well. We're past the puck, ended up. We're actually spending more time in our offensive zone than we typically do, which is very nice.
45
Rye's
seconds.
Gonna be at 45 seconds, 40 seconds. Rye's going to be at center. We got Abby and Brooklyn. Brooklyn takes a shot towards the net. Levi on defense and Sean on defense. Get a great look at the goal there. We're still right in the zone. Brooklyn's going to turn and take another shot. Just doesn't quite get it there. Weehu's going to try to get it out of the zone, but Ryan does a great job keeping it in there. Sean does a good job battling and center it back up. And Weehu's going to go ahead and get it out. We have 10 seconds left. Still in our zone. They are going to get one more shot at it with 5 seconds. Sean keeps him out, does an excellent job keeping him out. And the shot is wide right.
And that's what we call an air ball.
And that is an air ball. So, after one, nothing has changed because the top leaders in the Waste Management Open are still not to tee off until 1:53. So nothing has changed that way, but Jordan Spieth has just birdied.
Smith.
That's right, because Jordan Spieth did not make the cut. He shot a 6 over yesterday.
Whew.
And
I shot a 6 over before.
I shot
the first 3 holes.
I shot a 6 over the last time I was out, and then I played hole 2. No, I didn't. I left. I quit. I was done. So after one, it is 1-0 Ames over Weehoo. Shots on goal. Weehoo has 6. I think that is a little bit doctored. I think they got more like 2. To our 5. Nonetheless, our 5 results in 1 goal. Their 6 results in 0 goals. Starting the second period for Weehoo is their 5.
Riker at center.
Riker is center. Brooklyn looks like she's on the left wing. Owen on the right wing. Colt on the left defensive side. And Kinnick doing his guitar thing back here on the right side defense. So here we go to start the second.
Did you say Brooklyn on the left wing?
Who is it? Trevor. And by Brooklyn, I also mean Trevor, not Brooklyn. Weehoo sends it back down behind the net. Tries to get a shot towards the middle. Do get it loose. Owen goes ahead and makes a move. Tries to get it up his net. We have Trevor in the middle here. Makes a great pass. Great look. Great pass. Just that is a tremendous pass by Owen to Trevor. And we don't get to talk about Owen passing very often, but we do right there. Great pass by Owen. Great spot by Trevor. Defensively, we made a change here. We got Bo coming in, Evan coming in. And Weehoo's going to take it up the ice.
Great stop.
Evan gets a stick in there, gets a little move, and then he knocks it out again. Great stop there.
Oh, my.
Great hit by their little kid. As we're going to still take it up, we do knock it into our zone. Trevor just couldn't quite keep track of the puck there. They knock it up the ice, and it's going to be Evan coming down. Evan makes a good contact right there, trying to get the puck. Weehoo tries to center it. They do center it, but couldn't quite control it, which is great news for us. We do knock it out. Now it's behind our net, behind the zone there. We do get tripped up.
Great stop from Bo.
Weehoo takes a shot on net.
Bo.
Evan covers it up a little bit. We make the pass out. Owen now coming up the side, up the boards. And we keep it out of their zone once again. Owen, another great pass towards the middle, towards Brooklyn. And Riker sends it up. No icing is going to be called. So they try to knock it back out of the boards. They do so. We're going to have to regroup. As we regroup, we send in Abby, Rye, Levi, and Sean come back in. Abby as well as the 5th. And Levi's tracking it down on the far side of the ice. Levi once again stops it from going around the boards. We do knock it out of the zone. Couldn't quite control it there by Brooklyn. And Wehu sends it up the ice. Going to come down. Sean's going to try to keep him out. And he does so. Wide left on the shot. Not like the Buffalo Bills in the wide right, just the wide left. And Brooklyn sends it up. Thank goodness she hit the ref. Might have been icing, but she does do so. It's back in our offensive zone, back out of the offensive zone, back in the offensive zone. Levi takes a shot-ish. And we come up. Abby's going to go ahead and attack here and send it back towards the net. And they do cover as we can make a change right there. Abby comes out. Gerald comes in. Sean comes out. Kinnick comes in. Colt comes in. Levi comes out. Rye comes out. Trevor comes in. Alcorn comes in. No idea who went out. If you're keeping track at home, good for you. On the face-off, we send it back around. Kinnick tries to get there before the blue line. He can't do so.
And he's a little
slow. Back up, center it back to Trevor. Trevor tries to go around the defenseman there and can't do it. Colt goes ahead and whiffs on the try there. Just couldn't get it through. Kinnick does get it out. Now Gerald's going to be coming up the ice. Gerald's going to skate this one up here. And their defenseman comes up, makes a good stop on Gerald. And so they're battling right here, right in front of us. Trevor tries to get it out. Trevor does so. Gerald knocks it back into our offensive zone in front of the red line, so there will be no icing. Wehu goes ahead and tries to take it around. Alcorn comes around. Colt makes a great stop on the blue line, takes it towards the goal. And they knock it back out. It's coming down the side. And Kinnick tries to make the stop, doesn't do so. Now we got Colt playing 2-on-1. Colt does an excellent job keeping him out, trying to keep the pass, and a great stop by Colt right there.
Just great defense and a great stop from Dom.
That was a great job by Colt by keeping him pushed out, and then a great stop by Dom as well. So we got Bo and Evan coming in on defense. We got Owen, Brooklyn, and Severson coming in on the offense. Riker going to be at the center in our own zone here on our defensive zone. Get it out. Brooklyn tries to make an excellent stop. She just barely missed it to have a breakaway there. Wehu tries to make a shot. They were just kidding, apparently. They do come in. The defenseman takes it up, tries to get it back up the ice, and we get it out of the zone. So they're going to have to regroup. There will be no offsides as he did get back. Looks like right now we've got Bo trying to skate it up. Just gets tripped up.
Sniper's out here today.
Sniper was out. That puck was tipped, but it is back in our zone, so Waterloo's going to regroup. How an offsides wasn't called there, not sure, but we'll take it. They do get it up, and Evan's going to go ahead and knock it back up and make a pass over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn tries to make a pass over to Owen. We do make a defensive change. Levi comes in for Evan. Levi's going to hold it off until we get outside. And he tries to go D to D. Oh, and it goes off of Bo's skate. Unfortunate situation there. Levi tried to go D to D, and it just missed. Went off of Bo's skate, and Wehu took advantage of that on a bad hop and take the shot. Took the net. But now we regroup. We get back at it. We got Riker at center, Owen left wing, Paulson right wing, Kinnick and Colt on defense.
We just love to see those hits like that.
So they come down, try to take another shot. Kinnick gets back in there. Colt getting a little physical over there. Puts him into the boards. Great job by Colt. Passes it up the ice. Just missed it just by a little bit. They do take a shot. Miss it. Kinnick in there can get
Kinnick, you're 6 foot. Let's
tied up a little bit. Wow.
Okay.
We had the chances right there. Couldn't get the shot to go in. They take another shot. Dom covers. Wow.
Well, if you ever need to do cardio, I just watch one of these games. You'll lose some.
If you were looking for any announcement on that one on how that just happened, you're gonna have to hire somebody because I don't even know what happened. They got about 3 shots on goal and should have scored all 3 times, but they just missed. We got Rye in here at center, Abby at wing, Trevor at wing, Evan on defense, and Bo on defense. Wee sends it across the ice. We're going to go ahead and get another shot. And we set it up and not quite out of the zone. They do take another shot. Dom makes a good stop. And now we just got to control that puck. We're starting to lose a little bit of control here. We need to control. So Trevor's coming up. They do knock it out of the zone. Wee's coming up the ice. Abby sends it back to Bo. Bo sends it over to Abby. Abby passes up to Trevor. We got Trevor and Rye skating down here. Trevor tries to make a pass right back to Trevor. Gets a good shot on net. Just missed. Comes back out. Evan takes a shot on net. Doesn't quite get there. Levi's holding the blue line on the opposite side. Levi can't quite keep it in. Just out of his zone. And Wee comes down. Has a little bit of numbers. Tries to make a great pass back. He does so. But they just didn't have the capability, and Dom makes a stop as we make a little bit of a line change here. Not a complete line change. Ashlock comes in. Trevor stays in. Alcorn's in.
Yeah.
Gerald on the right wing. And they try to make a shot. Wide right, Buffalo Bills style. Trevor tries to get it out. Now he does successfully do so. Gets out of the zone. Sends it towards the middle, towards Alcorn. They send it back up. Sean does a good job keeping him out. Doesn't let him come back in. They do try to get a shot. Doesn't happen. Levi knocks it out of the zone. So Weehu has to regroup. And we're going to make the change here. It looks like Owen's going to come in for Trevor. And we have an offside.
I don't know how that could be offsides if the other team hit it out of their own zone.
I don't know how it's offsides if you don't say hut, hike.
That's a good point, too. I mean, nobody jumped.
Defensively, Colt and Kinnick. Paulson on the right wing. Riker at center. And Owen on the left wing. Back in the center, Riker tries to center it towards Brooklyn. Kinnick keeps it in there. And Owen gets a shot. Just not quite enough stick to get it to go.
Just go home, Puck. Just go to your home. Go to your home, Puck.
All right, so off the puck drop. We do keep it in. We can make a great center pass. Just about got it in there. And Riker tries to get it centered back up on the left swing. Doesn't quite make it happen, but they do get it out of the zone, out of our zone. So we got to regroup here. And tries to go D to D, but doesn't quite happen. Kinnick attacking.
Oh, Kinnick.
Turning the stop, just couldn't quite get it out. Dom with another stop pushes out of the zone. They try to center back in. They do so. Get a shot, but just missed. Now it's back up to Owen. Owen tried to get it out. We do get out of the zone. And that should be offsides.
Zebras know what they're doing today.
Just about controlled that to get a breakaway. We're so close to getting a little breakaway here. Just didn't happen. Defensively, we got Evan and Bo coming out. Rye's going to be at center. Brooklyn and Abby on left wing and right wing. Puck's being fought for down the far side of the rink here. Trying to win it, we do.
His head will hurt in the morning.
Yeah, Evan made a great hit there. knocking him loose. We do have numbers here. Rye's going to try to skate it up in the middle. He does a great job. He's going to try to center it again. Their goalie knocks it loose. But Wright stays in there and keeps the contact. And they're going to try to knock it out, which they do. So this will be an icing. So we get it back in our offensive zone. Gives us time to make a change as well. And in that change, we're going to bring on Gerald, Alcorn, Trevor, Levi, and Sean will be on the ice. So Alcorn on the center, trying to win the puck drop here. Doesn't win the puck drop, but he does fight back and wins the second battle. They do try to knock it up the boards, but we do keep it in. Trevor gets down there and battling over there with Weehoo. Weehoo does get it out. Levi's going to be skating backwards. They do make it the pass towards the center, a little bit behind him, so they have to regroup a little bit there as well. They try to make a shot. Sean gets in the way, gets a stick in the way. Great job by Levi making contact there to get the puck. And we send it back up the boards. Defensively, they make a good shot from the blue line, but it was high and outside. And Weehoo tries to center it, and they do so, but Dom makes a great stop. If you're wondering who Dom is sponsored by today, Rely Local Ankeny.
And everyone. He's sponsored by everyone.
So Colton Kinnick come back defensively. We got Owen that's also in there. We knock it out of their zone. Coming back around, Colt's going to try to make the get it up the boards. Not quite able to, but he does get some contact on their player as well, which was good. They do get in the center. They try to make a shot. Kinnick goes in and knocks it out of there. And then we got Trevor coming up the boards, and he's going to skate it up. And we knock it back into our zone. Owen's going to be playing down there in the far right corner. Back to the middle. Trevor's trying to get a shot. Couldn't quite control it. Weehoo takes it out. Weehoo makes the pass towards the middle again, a little bit behind him. They get it up. Kinnick's going to go and knock it back out of the zone. And Owen's going to knock it down into our zone, down deep. So we got Owen and Trevor down there trying to attack the puck. Great job by Riker trying to get the stop there. They do take a shot. Colt right on the shot. Trevor knocks the puck out. Puck is tipped, so there will be no icing, but it's on the net anyway. Doesn't matter. And we do have Owen coming out. Paulson's coming in. Paulson in. Evan in. Rise in.
That's offsides. Yep.
We do have an offsides. I heard the hut hike there.
Oh, yeah. I heard it, too. Looks like this period's coming to an end.
On the ice at the moment, we have Paulson, Abby, Evan, Bo, Rye. Back behind our defensive net. And that is the end of the second period.
Ooh, Thor Bjornsson is now 7 under at 5th place. He had an incredible year last year. He came from pretty much nowhere and is now top 5 in the Waste Management Open. And he almost dunks it.
That's unfortunate. If I had $5 every time I hit a shot like that, well, I wouldn't have any money, but I'd have the opportunity. So we go into the third. The score is 1.
Both teams have won.
Both teams have won. So if you're wondering how the game's going to end, we are hoping that we won.
That was good.
Yeah. You just want one more than they have.
So that we can, in the past tense, one. Yep.
You know, we're so close. I think if we can get the puck out of our defensive zone, get in our offensive zone, take more shots than them, score more goals than them, I think we have an opportunity to win.
I think theoretically that would make us win.
Okay, so on the ice to start the third, we got Rye, Paulson, Larson, Ashlock, Bo. This might surprise you. In net, we have Dom.
What a change of plans with Dom.
Why is he in net today? Because of Village Inn. That's why. Rye's going to try to win the face-off here to start the third. In all actuality, I really do believe that we get it in our zone. We can just start centering a little bit. We're in the right positions. We just got to get the right shots. But Weehu's going to take it up, and Brooklyn's trying to make the stop here. They do take a shot. Dom makes a stop at in net and trying to get it out. Brooklyn makes a great job just about getting out of the zone, but doesn't quite. They knock it deep back in their zone again. Evans going to knock it back up. Brooklyn's going to go ahead and get it out of the zone, back up to Abby. Abby's going to go ahead and skate it up the ice here. Sends it towards the net. We center it, get the shot. Good look at the net there. Just missed it wide right. Sean does a good job at initially getting it in there, and then they do get it right past. Take another shot right in the center there. We got to get it out of that zone. Can't quite. We do have a penalty coming up. Not sure what the penalty is. Looks like it's going to be on Rye. So we got to go to a penalty kill here with 11:01 to go in the third.
I don't know if the ref knows. There he goes. He didn't know who did the penalty. He just called it.
Okay, not on Rye. I'm mistaken. He did call it on Sean. Not sure. I didn't see what the call was for.
It was a foul.
So we go to a penalty kill here. Our penalty kill is going to be Severson, Owen, Levi, and Kinnick. And we just set it out. We need to get back in our little box set. Not attack too much there. We need to get back as they bring it down. Try to center it into the net. We do knock it out. Owen's going to skate it up the ice here. Going to just take the shot on net, which is a good job on his part. So we have it have a face-off down in their zone, which is exactly what you want when you're in a penalty kill. Now we can get a shot on net here. It'd be excellent. So they knock it out. They do take it out. They try to knock it up. Kinnick keeps it in, centers it, and just not quite where we need to. And then Kinnick gets it by him, and they do have a 2-on-1. They try to make a great pass. Great shot on net. Not able to happen. It's probably going to be an illegal pass, but we didn't control it before they touched it. Comes back around to Kinnick. Kinnick's going to knock it up here to Riker. Riker's going to skate it up the ice. Does a good job getting it up there, but just got to stay back a little bit defensively. And they're going to come in, bring it across the blue line. Knocks it back into the zone. Kinnick's going to control it. Kind of. Try to knock it out. And they go D to D for a shot. Way high. Not sure what he was doing there. Tries to center it. Can't quite get it. Kinnick goes ahead and knocks it out towards the blue line. Goes back towards the center. Once again knocked up high and goes out of bounds.
There must have been a fly up there he was trying to knock off.
Well, they did hit the net, I guess.
I mean, a net.
It's a net. So we got Bo coming out, Evan coming out onto the ice, as well as Alcorn and Trevor. Trevor's going to go ahead and skate this one up here down the ice. Hopefully get a shot here on the net. Does a great move. Tries to send it back towards Alcorn. Alcorn takes a shot. just misses. Goalie does an excellent job of stopping the puck. Back Trevor comes in there. Gerald's going to now step in as the penalty kill is over. We are back to full hockey. Shot on goal once again. Their goalie makes a one-handed grab like he's a catcher. So we are at full strength now.
Goalie's bringing in his Odell Beckham.
Alcorn at center here. Didn't think I'd get an Odell Beckham call, but
yeah.
Gerald on the left wing. Evan defensively. Bo defensively. Trevor still out there offensively. And another shot on goal. Gets stopped again. If we can keep doing that, one of them will go in, right?
Well, not if we keep hitting it right at the goalie.
Well, that's a good point. Alcorn tries to center it. Big kid gets in the way. Alcorn behind the net. Tries to center it once again. Weehu gets it out. Weehu's going to skate it up the ice. And stopped by Evan momentarily. They bring it back up, try to get a shot. And we do get the stop, and we knock it back up the boards. Try to get up there to Gerald. Gerald's going to try to get it out. And it does get knocked out of their zone. Weehu's going to try to regroup here. As Gerald goes in there and gets physical with them a little bit. We are going to have an icing call. And we just hit it up the ice. But it does give us time to make a change. I think it was about time for a change there anyway. So we got Paulson coming back in, Owen coming back in, Severson, Braun, and Show Diggity Dog. Then we try to get it out of the zone. We do so. Owen's going to skate it up. Got two trailer on him. He makes a great pass towards center. Just couldn't handle it by Brooklyn. And they try to get it back out. Riker centers it right back again.
Oh, no.
Right back in the center again. And Colt's going to try to take a shot. So close. We got the right shots, right places. Kinnick's going to take a shot. And look like a putt to me, to be honest with you. And we just going to skate up the ice. They got somebody coming on the backside. If they make a pass. He does take a shot to the right of the net.
Now the left.
And Colt's going to go ahead and knock it, try to get it out of the zone. And he does so as Brooklyn's going to skate up. Brooklyn makes a pass over to Owen. Owen's going to step back, take a shot. And their goalie says, not today.
Or something along those lines.
I don't know if he said that or not. I really don't know. Gerald's going to step back on the ice as well as Rye and Abby. So we got Rye, Abby, Gerald, Levi, and Sean. Levi's going to take the shot towards the net. And once again,
no bueno.
He said no bueno. That also means no good.
In French or something like that.
Levi tries to take a shot. Their defensive guy gets in the way. And Weehu's going to take it up the ice, skate in their zone. Sean does an excellent job getting it back out of the zone. And no icing here, so the puck will play on. And Weehu will get it behind their own net.
Strike one, strike two.
Kid whiffs it. They're about to have strike three here pretty soon. Sean does an excellent job keeping it in the zone. Just don't quite have it out there, so we got to make a change. And we've got Trevor that comes back on the ice here.
That is way
and we have an offsides on Weehu. So we got Owen, Riker, Bo, Evan, and Owen on the ice here. Riker at center. On the face-off. Riker on the face-off. Just missed it, but we're going to go ahead and keep it going here. And Trevor's going to skate it up, make a great pass towards the middle again. Another shot on net.
No good.
No bueno. Again. But I'll tell you, we're getting our shots. We're getting some looks. It's 20-17 on shots on goal right now. We are down 3 on the shots on goal. To start this period, I think it was 19-6. So starting the third period looking pretty good. And Evan tries to go in there and get the cover. Trevor does an excellent job of covering up the defensive side. And we try to center it again. Owen gets in there. And once again, we're back in. A great pass. Back to Trevor. Trevor gets a shot. And just missed again. So we're so close. Great cover by Trevor. Great pass by Trevor. And so close right there. We got defensively coming in. We got Kinnick and Colt coming in. We got Severson at center. Owen on the right wing. Trevor on the left wing. I like this lineup for a goal right here. I think we're going to get a goal. And so tries to pass it back. Just misses the pass. Weehoo takes it. Kinnick gets in and makes a little bit of a scuffle there. And we tripped up. Owen trips up on the ice there. Otherwise, he might have had a little bit of breakaway. Weehoo gets out of the zone. Kinnick comes up. Kinnick's going to go ahead and looks like he's going to skate this one up. Try to get the shot. Tries to make a pass towards the center. Towards Trevor. Just didn't happen. But a good Colt holds the blue line. Tries to keep it in. Just can't quite. Owen's going to go ahead and try to skip it across the ice. He does so and fights it back. Gets it down there. Takes a shot on net. Misses it. Tries to get it. And he gets the goal!
That goalie cannot say no bueno, no more.
So if you're wondering who scored that goal, Ames Flyers did. Okay, so we restart. We do get it back out of the zone. And Paulson makes some good contact down there, gets it back in the zone. Abby's trying to make
Great
a D-to-D pass right there. Sean's going to take it up and skate it in a little bit. Not quite where we wanted to get it, but did a good job by Sean. They do knock it back out into their zone, and Abby's going to come around. And Alcorn's going to come out of the whole mix with that. He does knock it up the ice. Abby gets it out of the zone, and we got Alcorn back up trying to skate it. He's going to try to skate it again. He takes it into our offensive zone and gets it knocked away just close, but we keep it in play in our own zone. Knocked back out, but we do control it. Evan knocks it up, tries to get it over to Paulson. And Weehoo's going to take it up. Takes a shot. Well, Lord. I don't know if you call it a shot, but he hit it hard.
There's no lobs in this
knock it up the ice. We are going to get an icing here. Icing is rule number 0543BC32.
Do not Google that.
Yeah, and good luck. All right, so we got Severson going to be taking the center position here. Tries to win it. We got Bo coming up, knocking it out of the zone there. And Owen coming up, trying to get out. Ryan gets it knocked out of the zone, and we go ahead. Owen's going to go ahead and skate it up the ice here. We got, if he can make a center pass here, take a shot. Makes a great pass. Ryan got his stick tangled up with Weehoo, but Ryan continues to control it. Does a great job over there in the far corner. And he's going to keep looking maybe to center it. Riker centers it. Just missed it once again. They do get it out. Evan gets in there, tries to keep it in the zone. Couldn't quite do so. Great job right there once again by Evan, getting it knocked out of the zone. Weehoo's going to go ahead and knock it up. Bo's going to knock it over. We get out of the zone. Going to be an icing once again. Probably not a bad icing, as we need to make a change here. So on the ice, we got Schomer coming in. We got Braun coming in. Alcorn, Gerald, and Trevor. So a good lineup here once again to get another goal with 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the third. Wheeler tries to get a shot, knocked down right away. Colt does a great job getting the puck out of there. Alcorn does a great job getting it up the ice, whatever it's called. Couldn't quite control it. Kinnick's going to take a slap shot towards the net. And we take a shot. What a shot. Alcorn with the goal on that one.
You know what you can say after that one? We're winning. What a shot from Alcorn.
Great shot by Alcorn. So happy for him. He's been working his tail off. He's shooting every day in his garage. Keeps it going. Great job on his end. Gerald's going to take the shot. Gets a good shot on goal. Gerald passes it back towards Trevor in the center. Couldn't quite get it to go. Gerald down there fighting in the far left corner here. And they keep battling towards the net, and they do make a stop here. So we got Levi that did come out, Sean that came out on defense. Offensively, we got Paulson coming in, Owen coming in, and Riker coming in. Once again, I like this lineup. Every time I've said this, we get a goal. I like this lineup. I see another goal right here. Mark my words. We get the shot on goal right away. And we try to center it back, and they do get out of the zone. Apparently not. Keeps it in our zone. Owen's going to come down, and I don't know, he did a little wave towards the other kid. Owen's going to tries to center, gets it to Brooklyn. Brooklyn with the shot, just missed to the right. Back over to Owen. Owen back over to the other one. Oh! Another goal!
Holy! From Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Paulson, as I call her, Aiden's sister, scores a goal.
From this game alone, I think Steve deserves his hot tub.
Steve deserves his hot tub. No more purses, more hot tubs. Ryan's going to be at center. Abby's going to be at the left wing. We got Bo at defense. We got Evan at defense. And we've got Brooklyn staying out there. And why shouldn't she? She just scored. We do have a no ice coming up. Apparently we do have an ice. One said no, one said yes. Apparently the one that said yes got the icing. So, I don't know if you've heard this or not. Our lineup right now, we've got Rye, Brooklyn, Abby, Evan, and Bo. I like a goal here. This is a goal lineup right now. Back to Evan. Evan's going to take the shot just off the net. It would have went in if the goalie wasn't there. I don't know why they're playing that goalie still then. As they try to come up the ice, try to get it up. And we got Brooklyn once again. Brooklyn's going to try to get a shot. She does get another shot. Just misses. She goes down. Doesn't look like she's hurt herself a little bit. So she's going to try to skate herself off the ice. And Evan shoots it right into Abby. Brooklyn takes a hit of some sort. I'm not sure what happened, but she's going to come off the ice for Gerald.
It's like a little wind knocked out of her.
A little wind knocked out.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time I fell on the ice and got the wind knocked out of me, I'd have 2 nickels, which it's not a lot, but it's kind of weird it happened twice.
That's a dime a dozen, man. All right, so defensively we got Kinnick and Colt. Offensively we got Alcorn going back to center, Trevor going in, and I believe that is Gerald on the right wing. And they come out and Kinnick tries to hit somebody, but whiffs everybody, even the air. Colt's going to try to push him out. He falls over, and Colt's going to get hit for a trip on this one. I don't know if that was the right call, but it is what it is. So Colt's going to have to go to the sin bin for the rest of the game. So we're going to go to a penalty kill at 4-1. Looks to me like they're pulling their goalie as well. So we have an empty net situation here on a penalty kill. We've got Severson, Levi, Owen, and Kinnick on our penalty kill. Obviously, we also have Dom.
He has not left the game yet.
He hasn't. The kid gets to play all the time. So they're going to take a shot. About gets. They try to center it. About got Dom out of the net. We're going to go ahead and center it here. Oh, if he just takes a shot, and he does take a shot, and he just misses to the left.
Man.
Would have went in, but their player went ahead and knocked it a little bit loose. So they do knock it up the ice. Kinnick's going to go ahead and take the shot also. And here we go. We got Owen's going to get a shot on goal, and he is going to score. I told you that lineup was going to score.
Oh, goal! I forgot to do it, my bad.
So if you're paying attention at home, good for you. It is 5-1 Ames right now over Weehoo. We now are in the lead on shots on goal. It's 27-21. Excellent job by the Ames Flyers. We have Riker as center, Owen at left wing, Kinnick and Levi back on defense still on the penalty kill. We're on a penalty kill the rest of the game, unless they score, obviously, but there's only 23 seconds left. Weehoo's going to take it up the ice, but we knock it back out of the zone. Great job again by Owen. Owen's going to try to get a shot just for fun. And he scores.
That's a hat trick. Is that a hat trick?
And I believe that is a hat trick. I believe that's a hat trick.
I mean, he might as well start pulling bunny rabbits out of it at this point. That's his second hat trick.
So with 9 seconds to go, Ames takes the lead 6-1.
I mean, it's a one-score game in football.
Levi's just going to shoot it towards net. That's another shot on goal. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. Ames Flyers with the win. Once again, this team continues to battle, to fight, and deserve everything they just had for them right there. We have a game off in between here, so we will see you back at 2 or 1. After this next game, we'll see you
5 o'clock
back.
somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Thanks for joining, and go Flyers.